Hey everyone! What is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and what I've got for today's video is, well, it's been a while since I played around with my Ohuhu Watercolors. But before we begin, I'd like to politely ask you to go on ahead and gently tap that like button, as that is one of the best things you can do to help this channel out in the YouTube algorithm, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. New to my channel? Then welcome! Glad to have you here! To carry on with my slashers that I've been on a kick with lately, here's one I haven't drawn yet. So, just for all you Halloween fans out there, here's Mikey! Now, I'll admit, well, this guy is one of the OG slashers. If I recall, only second after Bubba Sawyer. Halloween is kinda low on my list of favorite horror movies. Please don't hate me. Although, I will admit, the one I really do like is the Rob Zombie version, at least the first one. The second one, that's just kind of a trip and a half. I mean, like, I think I'd probably enjoy it more if, well, if I had a little bit too much to drink, which is not something that I normally do, so, well, just forget I said that. I know. Once again, I speak sacrilege. I prefer another horror remake over the original. But I just found the OG Halloween to have, I'm sorry, please forgive me, just so little substance. To be honest, I hardly even remember it. However, I think that the Rob Zombie version set the stage quite nicely. Watching the build-up of this unstoppable killing machine. Well, unstoppable until he meets Jason anyways. My money would be on my boy from Crystal Lake on that showdown. I mean, like, come on. He defeated a dream demon. Do you think Michael Myers is gonna be a problem for him? Okay, maybe a little bit, but Jason Voorhees, hands down, best slasher. Sorry, but not sorry. Anyways, out of the entire Halloween series, the 2007 Rob Zombie version is the one that really stuck with me. However, I have not seen the 2018 version with quote-unquote Old Man Myers, so I still need to see that one before I can really make a final decision, and that one is on my list that I do want to see, so for right now, 2007 Rob Zombie version of Halloween, that one is my favorite of the lot currently that I have seen. So don't start pouncing on me like jackals in the comments, please, please, please. I mean, like, you know, when it gets down to it, the guy's name is Zombie. You know he's passionate about horror with a name like that. By the way, Rob Zombie, if you, for some reason, ever actually watch this video, your name is awesome! I mean, like, wow. That would be like if I actually changed my last name to Hyena or something. Come to think of it, that would be pretty cool, I think. Anyways, I will say this, no shade on you if you happen to love Halloween. I mean, like, I understand why it would appeal to some people. I understand why, I mean, like, Michael Myers is one of the OG slashers. So it's like, this is just my personal opinion, okay? Okay? Okay, what can I say? I just love my slashers big and tall. The original Michael Myers just seemed too small. I mean, he seemed shorter than Freddy Krueger, okay? Now then, Freddy Krueger, I give a pass on the whole big and tall thing because it's like the guy is an immortal dream demon. So For him, generally, size isn't an issue. Wow, that came out wrong. Moving on. Rob Zombie Michael is one intimidating mofo. Even before he gets his signature blue mechanic coveralls and freaky white William Shatner mask, this dude is freaking scary. He is cold, calculating, and shows no mercy. I'm about to give a minor spoiler alert right here, so if you don't want to hear me say this, mute the audio now. Last warning. Okay, I mean, this guy murdered the person who was actually nice to him during his incarceration in the loony bin. I mean, that was one that, like, when I first saw this movie, that one took me by surprise. I was thinking, well, he might let this guy live because he was always nice to him. No. As soon as you cross paths with this version of Michael Myers, your neck is on the block. And I would also like to say that I firmly believe that Michael Myers is one of the top candidates for Power Walking Champion of the Year. However, I think Jason Voorhees is nipping at his heels on that one. So, I will say this, while not my favorite horror movies, Halloween is still worth at least one watch, I will say. Now let's talk about these paints. I have reviewed Ohuhu Watercolors before, but I'll give you a quick little recap. These paints came in a set of 24, at least at the time I purchased my set anyway, and cost about $16, give or take, on Amazon, and you gotta add in all that nasty little tax, possible shipping, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So, the low price point is a major plus. Next, these paints mix fantastically with each other, so that stretches your color selection further, and they're just fun to use. Not as good of quality as Daniel Smith watercolors, but my phrase that might sound like a broken record at this point still holds true. Ohuhu can do no wrong. For this piece, I only used black and shades of blue. Did I inadvertently do some sort of challenge without realizing it? I feel like I did. Mostly I just wanted to practice my shading, since shading is still one of those things that I want to work on. To be honest, it's just something that I'll probably work on for the rest of my life. That's the thing about artists. There isn't really a peak per se. We're always looking for ways to improve. Anyways, if you haven't tried out Ohuhu Watercolors before, consider giving them a try. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. So what do you think? Time for a bad movie review? Okay, here goes. Terribly misguided and abused boy attempts to bring his family back together after spending years in the loony bin? Conveniently happens on Halloween. How'd he plan it so perfectly? Yeah, sorry, that's about all I've got. Overall, I'm really happy with how this painting turned out. It was exactly the sort of look that I was going for. It was very interesting, using various tones of blue ranging from warm to cool. I'll need to do this again with other colors. The possibilities are limitless. Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today's video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And while I'm at it, why not check out my Instagram at SilverHyenaArt. There I post finished pieces, works in progress, behind the scenes, and more. So follow me there too. With that being said, this is Silver Hyena, signing off. Stay creative, everybody. And, now may be a good time to check for the boogeyman in your closet. What can I say? I just have this hunch. On that happy note, bye!